discussing the latest fitness trends and workouts, we want to make sure that we talk about accessibility. It's key. We want everyone to feel empowered when it comes to movement, and Maggie Downey is here to make sure of that. Maggie, thank you for being here, first and foremost. I think we really take movement and exercise for granted. Would you agree?
I think we all do. I think we think movement is a chore and something we have to do. Oh, I don't want to exercise. And actually, when I don't want to do it, I think of my grandma was in a wheelchair at age 35, and that wheelchair was a tool for her to move, but she couldn't get up and walk.
Right.
So when I don't want to move, I go, you know what? This is a privilege. I should get up and I should move, because there are people who really can't with the same ease.
Yeah, absolutely. It really is a privilege. But there are so many ways that we can think about movement, so many different avenues that we can explore to make sure that we can move and make our bodies feel good. So let's talk about the water, first and foremost. What can we do in the water?
Absolutely. If you have a physical disability, getting in the water can be a game changer. Your whole body can feel better. You can feel lighter. My father-in-law had a form of muscular dystrophy. He was a new man in the water.
Yeah.
But it also provides resistance, so you can do strength training, you can get stronger, and you can do cardiovascular work. So it's not just about feeling better in your body, you can still make progress and gains in the water. So that's a great tool, no question. The first place for someone to go.
Absolutely. And then if you need assistance in some capacity, maybe walking or doing other types of exercise can help too.
Yes, so walking, I think we don't think of that as exercise. Like, we think it's so basic. And we also think, like, when we're exercising, we have to work to an athlete's level. And while some people with physical disabilities are absolutely athletes, some people need to start more basic. And walking counts. It's free. Even if you use assistance to help you walk, we all want to build up to 1 to 3 miles a day, because the exercise standards aren't different whether you have a physical disability or not. We still need those cardiovascular gains. We need to move as much as we can.
And what, you mentioned that every single person is an athlete in their own right, and even watching the Paralympics this year, we see that firsthand. There are so many different ways that we can utilize the gifts that we are given when we are born to be able to move and to be able to thrive and succeed. If we are in a chair, and if somebody is in a chair, what is the best way for them to be able to get that exercise?
Well, I think the chair opens up lots of options. We can think of it as limiting, or we can think of it as a tool that it enables safe movement. And so if you need to start really small, there's nothing too small.
Okay.
So even if you just start by moving your feet and hands, what we call micro movements, one, it can start to help you get in tune with your body. What movement do you have? It also actually helps with blood flow. It's hard for the heart to pump to your feet, and moving them helps cardiovascular gains. It helps the lymph system drain. So there's benefits even from small movement. Then you can expand. You can do some great stretches. So you can even use the chair, hold on to it, and we can do a back bend, which feels great.
Yeah.
You can do a side bend, side to side. If you are able to move your legs, you can rebuild strength. Like, there's challenging work. Straighten that leg and then try to lift it.
Oh, it already hurts.
It's a lot of quad work.
It is a lot of quad work, yeah.
And then you can get cardiovascular work here. So if you have arm mobility, you can pretend you're in a boxing ring, right?
Absolutely.
Keep those arms moving fast. If you don't like traditional exercise, put on your 5 favorite songs and pretend you're like a maestro, right? Just have fun with it.
Let me tell you, I kept my arms up the other day while I was walking for whatever reason. I can't imagine. I was probably telling a dramatic story, but even just holding your arms up like this, you can get a little bit of workout.
Absolutely. It doesn't take as long as you'd think to start to feel those muscles. And even raising them overhead, that also increases your heart rate. So you get the arm work plus a little more cardiovascular gains.
Yeah, I think it just starts with creating a dialogue and then redefining what exercise means to everyone. So thank you for being here to talk about different ways that we all can find movement in our lives. We always appreciate it when you come on.